Now let's repeat the knitting. End of the 8th braid. There are 42 needle waters in total. Now let's start weaving the 9th circle. We'll need a full circle of short needles for the 9th turn, with 42 in the circle. First the first, the second one below, the third. Now let's repeat the knitting. The 9th loop is finished, with a 10th circle under that. In the 10th circle, there are 6 short pins and 1 extra pin. We repeat this 6 times. First of all, we're still going to need a displacement injection here. So let's start with 3 short stitches. 1 plus 1 short. The second. The third. And a pin. The next 6 short stitches add 1 short stitch to the other. 2, 3, 'Add needle. Now let's repeat the knitting. The 10th braid is over. There are 48 needle waters in total. Next we weave the 11th circle. That goes from lap 11 to lap 15. We are all short needles weaving the whole circle. It's good to weave 48 in a circle. First the first. The second one below. The third. Now let's repeat the knitting. We kept weaving until lap 15. The 15th braid is alpha. Now we've round 16. That's for short pins and a reduction pin for round 16. We repeat the 8 times. Here we need a dislocation reducer. First we'll knit 2 short needles. 1 reducer. First stitch. The second below. Short needle. Let's look at how to reduce the needle. First we crochet. Pick the next stitch close to your front half and insert it. Then move 1 to the next stitch. Close to on the first half of the needle to pierce. Alright, we're gonna pick the next 2 stitches in a row, and we're gonna pick the half stitch closer to us. Then bring the Y in. Bring the wire, and then wind the wire through the 2 coils. This is for a reduced needle. The following 4 short stitches are reduced by 1. Two. The third. Fourth. And a pin. Same pick half stitch. Go ahead and pick the next half stitch. Bring a line. Wind the wire through the 2 coils and turn. Now let's repeat the knitting. 4 short stitches and 1 reduction. The 16th braid is alpha. There are a total of 40 needle waters. Now with the 17th turn. With 3 short needles and a reduced needle. Repeat 8 times. First short needle. The second one below. The third. And a pin. Half stitch. Keep picking half a stitch. Bring a line. Bring it here by winding the wire. Continue below. 3 short needles. 1 reducer. A short needle. 3. 3. Reducing stitch. Half stitch. Bring a line. Bring it here by winding the wire. Okay, let's repeat the knitting. The 17th braid is alpha. There are 32 needle waters in total. Now with the 18th turn. Lap 18 is 2 short pins and a reduction pin. We repeat this 8 times. So we're still gonna need a displacement reducer here. First knit a short needle. 1 reducer. A short needle. And a pin. Locate 2 short needles below. 1 reducer. A short needle. 3. Reducing stitch. Now let's repeat the knitting. The 18th braid is alpha. There are a total of 24 needle waters. Alright, now let's take out the filler cotton. We need to insert some filler cotton into our fabric. Now with the 19th turn. Lap 19 is a short pin and a reduced pin. We repeat the same 8 times. We'll first short needle. Nava's friends always wear a margot. And a pin. Short needle. Reducing stitch. Now let's repeat the knitting. The 19th braid is alpha. There are 16 needle waters in total. Now with the 20th turn. For round 20 we need to weave 8 reduction stitches. First the first. Nava's friends must remember a mark on the first stitch. We're gonna have to wrap this up later. The second below. Now let's repeat the knitting. The 20th braid is alpha. Now let's lengthen the coil. Leave one end of the wire for closure. Now we'll use a suture needle to close the opening. We've got 8 more on the last lap. Then we'll adjust each needle individually, close to their own half of the needle into. When you're done, we'll tighten this thread. Make sure it's tight. And so we're closed. We'll use suture needles done now. Hide this thread inside the fabric. We wear it directly into the fabric. Then wear it under the fabric a few more times. This completes the weaving of the body parts. Now let's weave the hands and legs. First, we'll make 3 circular stitches. Hold down the cross again. Let's start with the standing pin. Crochet into the coil. Bring along. Bring it here by winding the wire. Now we make the first stitch. We take the marker, make a mark on the first stitch. Second needle below. Third stitch. After the knitting, we're on the last stitch. Make a mark on the third stitch. Bottom stretch coil. Tightening end. Let's go back to the first stitch. The pull must be pulled tight. Because ours is a ring stitch and the 3 stitches are smaller, so everyone must do a good marker buckle. And he's not particularly easy to knit. We're going straight to the marker. In this needle eye, it's our first needle. And then we bring the wire straight here. Straight from the loop on the crochet hook. To tighten the other standing pin. Tidy up a bit. We have a total of 3 stitches on the first lap, and then the second circle. We need to knit 3 plus stitches. First we're in the first stitch where the marker is, with the first plus stitch, so we have a marker button. Double marker buckle. Our first and last shots, respectively. First and third. Then there's a needle in the middle of these 2 markers. This is our second shot. We'll pick these 3 stitches and weave 3 extra stitches. First we pierce the needle where the marker is. The marker can be taken off. Note B. You can also make a mark on the second stitch. It's not easy to make mistakes that way. On the first stitch at the second turn, make a mark. It was our first stitch. Then weave a short needle. 1 plus pin, and a stitch. Next we are on the second stitch. With the second plus stitch, we can look for it next to this marker. This is our second stitch. With the second plus stitch. Below is marked the pin where the buckle is located. With the third plus stitch.